Yeah, boy.
The Tier 10 Moines is one of the first high-tier cruiser released when the game was infested by Japanese destroyers and everyone are wanking to Nippon Steel. The time where the Japanese is the go-to ship because it's easy and require no skill to play. They just don't see the point of playing the Moines. They then cried in the forums until Wargaming said fine. They make it harder, better, faster, stronger, and then it gained so much popularity. It has become the ship's equivalent of a strong female protagonist. However, while she finally gets a role according to those armchair admirals, it has nothing to do with the thing that makes her unique, which is putting out a crap ton of DPM. This is because those fucking stupid people got carried away by the need to use the radar, especially during the start of the match, and putting themselves into such awkward position where they either got focused to death or simply unable to shoot anything in return. Wasting the true potential of the ship and putting her on the bottom of the pack makes you wonder if Wargaming actually look at player intelligence when it comes to balancing ships. Wait, never mind the last time they pandered to the less skilled player base we get stupid shit like these. You just can't fix acoustic people. If you are a thinking man, you can see that the USS Moines is not a radar cruiser. It was never designed as such since the beginning. She is a high DPM gunship that falls between national flavor and see how many shit we can put on the ship on the Wargaming scale of arbitrary balancing. You start by not taking radar into battle. This is to prevent yourself from being so incredibly thirsty against destroyers, and also to remind you of the days of the Vietnam, I mean the time when the Moines only has fighter and spotter. By making yourself play like every other heavy cruisers that doesn't get radar, you can avoid the possibility of getting into those positions where you either can't shoot anything or getting out-memed by blokes that knows that you don't have torpedoes. You do this by literally making a triangle between your ship, a large island, and a friendly ship. You then shoot at the sector made between the two. Adjust your speed and direction, depending on how many ships you can deal with. This prevents you from being completely useless like everyone else that are overly worried or overly stupid, as you can always keep your guns firing, and also see if there are shells coming your way, which you actively avoid. Because a battleship salvo that you managed to dodge is a salvo that could have gone to your stupid broadsiding teammates. You have 30mm of deck for this exact reason. I also suggest taking the incoming fire skill and rudder mod for convenience. Remember, you are a strong female protagonist, and your job is to compensate your team's stupidity. If you somehow found the entire enemy team, you abandon that flank and sail closer to the island. This limits the amount of blokes that are shooting at you. The rest are pretty straightforward. You keep shooting. You keep that damage counter going. You keep annoying the enemy, so they always got spotted. Again, the difference between doing this on the Moines compared to other cruiser is that she reloads twice as fast, giving you more chance to snapshot her briefly spotted ships, earning you more EXP plus easy Confederate medal. Not everyone knows about this. And while you trade fast shell velocity with high DPM, you can learn how to hit stuff by constantly shooting and lead accordingly. You zoom out at least 2 notch. It makes aiming easier and gives you more map awareness. I personally use spotter for the extra range, spotting, and plunging fire. Though I'm not saying that you should keep using spotter plain. But it always feels good to top the scoreboard with a wrong build and get to tease people with it. You can read the long explanation why spotter is a better option compared to radar in general on my other video. And don't forget that it has the infamous super hentai shells that is just as threatening as Trump's import ban, as you never saw it coming, not even yourself. And you will be surprised with how effective it is against pretty much anything, especially against clueless people. You are not a radar cruiser, and you cannot stay hidden for the entire duration of the cooldown. If you only care about killing destroyers like a pedophile would be, go play the Meme Tide or the Whore Chaser. When you're done annoying people, you can be more aggressive and farm the remaining ships, as the Moines is a very strong late game ship that can pretty much outdamage anything. And with 27mm of extremities, you can rush some battleships. Just make sure that you are the one doing the rushing. Then we come to its AA. While it is decent as a whole, you should know that AP dive bombers can perma-fuck you. So use DFAA, but don't invest points for AA build, because DFAA is there as a deterrent, to avoid having CV on the match. Can we just delete CV already? Friendly reminder that you are a strong female protagonist, and everyone wants to brag about killing you. You take this chance to pull off tank moves and make them look really stupid. This is how you double your average in team play damage. You take incoming fire, expert marksman, superintendent, and concealment, and that's it. You can even use the waifu captains from the get-go without compromise. The rest of the skills are for endgame shit posting and telling eggplants to fuck off, such as survivability expert or double catapult clean, so you look like a retard, even though you are a bastard. Maybe take RDF if you want to, or IFHE, if you happen to see a lot of USN battleships. The choice is yours. For the upgrades you take main armament 1, Damakan 1, aiming system, rudder mod 1, concealment, again, and finally GFCS mod 2 for the extra range. Mount those special upgrades if you have them, and use only premium consumables. This is the ideal Lemoyne. You may not like her, but this is what peak performance looks like. Because you are a strong female protagonist that leads the team to victory, instead of being an idiot pussy. I guarantee you that the Moines is the best fun you could possibly have in this game, as it teaches you how to play for the team in general, without any arbitrary gimmick that limits your play, unlike every other new ship for the past year. Now go tell people that you don't need fancy gimmicks to dominate others.